What does jazz mean to the Denver community?
Jazz is one of the vitalizing forces in the Denver community. We are so rich with sports, with all the diversity of arts, the opera, and jazz blends together all these different ethnicities that can find an expressive outlet while collaborating with one another.
In what ways is the Denver community unique in regards to our jazz culture?
Yes. In what ways is the Denver community unique?
In regards to our jazz culture.
We are 1,000 miles from other parts, from other large. We are 1,000 miles from other large cities. So this is a community that draws the outdoors enthusiast. This is a community that draws the people flying from one coast to the other. This is a community that welcomes anyone who wants to be part of the community. And in that sense, it is the true essence of jazz. It is the true essence of what makes the medium of expression vital and vibrant.
What is the importance of the jazz community in furthering the diverse cultural life of the community?
Let's go to the next one.
Okay. What is the impact to the corporate community in having a vibrant jazz community?
Corporations spend a lot of money in marketing, in imaging, in branding themselves. When you associate yourself with a genre, a cultural expression that caters to the educated, sophisticated portion of the community, then you've aligned yourself with what, in many situations, the corporations spend a lot of money trying to achieve. So this is a very low investment and a very high return into attracting that very segment of the population that many corporations want to attract.
What is it about the Denver community that attracts a richness of jazz musicians? Like
attracts likes. There's a tremendous amount of world-class musicians in Denver. We are the 16th largest metro community, yet we have probably the 6th largest jazz population in the country. And when people are traveling and doing gigs around the country, doing a world tour, they stop here and they're surprised to find that the musicians, the local musicians, measure up to most of the world-class musicians that they played with in other central cultural centers such as New York, Chicago, San Francisco.
How would you like to see the business community support the jazz scene?
The corporate community has a lot to gain from supporting the jazz scene. It is a low-cost investment into a high return by associating themselves with a genre that attracts mostly sophisticated, educated segment of the society. They brand themselves with exactly the message and the imagery that they like to see themselves associated with.
And what is your vision of the future of jazz in the region?
I would love to see that we become the 4th largest jazz center in the United States. I would like to see that we are attracting and that it's jazz 7 nights a week, that jazz is a one of the options that people consider instead of going to the movies, so just going out to eat. It's an experience that they gravitate towards very naturally, because there will be a jazz venue in every single named community in the Denver region.
How can we support you in your development of a jazz career?
I sing Latin jazz, and I would love to have more opportunities to perform Latin jazz throughout the Denver metro, not just in the 4 or 5 venues that have invited me to perform in the past.
Anything else?
That's it.